Hi, Chi.
Hello, Chi. Hindi ako makapasok doon sa laptop, so I'm here sa
Main. Okay.
kabila.
We're live now.
Hi, everyone!
Ay, teka.
Hindi ko nakikita yung iba.
Okay. I just removed the sound kasi naka-live tayo din tayo sa YouTube. Well, we have this. I'm just checking that
Are you
everything is
live in
so.
Facebook as well?
Yeah, it should be live on Facebook as well. Let's see. I can double check it.
Let me put on my headphone, I guess.
It should be live. Yep, we're live on Facebook too.
Yeah.
So
Hi.
may nag-message.
Yeah.
No food travel, but I couldn't. Nag-message
Hi,
siya mismo
Joe.
dun sa ano.
Hi, Joe. I know you're out there watching. Please come back.
Okay.
Jojo,
Yeah.
here.
So I wasn't quite sure where the chat was from, or it was directly to the studio.
Yeah.
So, but he does food and travels. That must obviously.
Yeah, she's based in Italy.
Yeah, in Italy.
Yeah,
Yikes, that's nice.
that's why
Oh
there.
man, I could do some gelato right now.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for Ate Yana. I hope I didn't miss on the ano.
Hello, yeah, I'm here. So, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Your sound is much
Yeah.
better now.
All right. Thanks, because I had to use the headphone, so para less ang background noise.
Like the one that you have on your ear?
Yeah.
That was really cool. Hello po
So
sa
that's
mga...
why.
Oh, I think I'm the one watching in all of the five things. Lol.
Hello po sa lahat.
Hello to Broas Cyprian.
Hi.
Hi. So, I'm gonna see if
There.
I can get
Let
a
me
hold
set
of
up.
Yana.
Can you send me the link sa YouTube para we could share?
Let's see. How is this thing for YouTube?
Let me go to YouTube here on the other side.
So I got a hi
So we
from
could go on
Rayan. Let's see.
Ryan is there. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Ray.
Mom is there. Lol.
Right. Here on the other side.
What happened? So we got because I have to be careful in clicking on something
Okay,
because
we're
suddenly
live on
it's
Facebook.
I'm going in everywhere.
Magandang hapon po. Good afternoon, everyone who's in. Hi, Yana. Is it good morning, good day?
Ah, there she is. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God, it's so long.
You're in your kitchen. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks. I'm the
Kape.
one who feels like I'm in Norway with all of these sweaters.
I just came from outside. It was cold. I'm wearing my heat tech. It's cold. It's windy outside. But you have your
It is windy outside. It's
Guys,
sunny, but it's cold.
yeah.
sunny but it's cold. How are you, Jans?
Eto mabuti. I got my second dose of vaccine yesterday.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Buti
Number
pa ikaw.
2. So I think I'm
What did you
good,
get?
except I think I'm feeling some parang mga side effects. So like muscle ache, fatigue, ganyan. But nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, but which type of
That's good.
Guys.
Phi. Let's just shorten it.
Fine na
Phi.
lang, ganon.
Ang kulit.
Ganon.
Phi na lang ganun.
Fine.
Fine na lang, fine. Well, congrats on getting your vaccine, and we're still waiting for our turn.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't have SCAD yet.
But you're an essential worker,
I love your
diba?
kitchen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Your kitchen is very pro. Is that a gas stove you have behind you?
I know.
Right? I'm like
a whole
drooling over the
kitchen.
gas stove. I'm like,
Oh, that's right. Kasi you guys, you're electric, diba?
induction. Yeah.
Induction, yeah.
Yes.
I think there's a new
Yeah, yeah.
law na dito sa
You have
California at
gas.
least. Yeah. That's gonna be tawag dyan?
Yeah.
All electric yung new restaurants coming up. Like if you're, if you're a new restaurant and you're building out, dapat electric. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, the vid is
Looking
on.
good, Yan.
I
Looking
think that
good.
your picture was, are you using your
What?
phone? So
You
you're like,
know,
yours was so
what have you
small.
been doing?
Yeah, I'm using my phone. I don't know how to do it on.
So,
I
Ate
have
Alex,
an
are you
iPad,
okay
so
like
I
this?
try to do.
We'll just keep
I
it
try to
on
do it on the
her.
MacBook. It doesn't want to open, so I have to use the iPad.
Okay lang. Okay naman, di ba? It's okay.
It's okay. It's very good.
Oh, okay naman eh.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
How was the pandemic for you two?
Work from home.
Me?
Yay!
Well, she's lucky to have work from home down there, Michelle.
Yeah.
I can't.
One of
I'm
the
in the
lucky
kitchen.
ones.
So
Yeah.
I've been
Kinda
working the whole
difficult to.
year, last year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
Crazy, no? Like
You?
I was supposed to come back in March. I remember
Yeah, I
that we were
know,
talking.
right, we were planning it was like last year, March, April, it'll be a bit warmer, and then
Yeah.
March 12 last year, like our
Yeah.
prime minister is like, sorry guys, we're shutting down.
Yup. I remember that. I was like, I guess I'm not going
Oh,
to Norway.
there'll be another time.
There'll be another time. Yes.
Hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ. I don't know CJ, but I'm saying hi.
You probably like it too.
Yeah, we can say hi to
Christina
everyone.
was like, finally the
Hi,
video is on.
Christina.
Hi, Christina.
And hello to mama.
Oh,
Hi,
hi, Tita.
Ima. Hello, Ima.
So, and we also got
O,
one
di ba? Medyo
earlier.
marami-rami ngayon.
Joe was like,
Hi, Jo.
Hi,
I
Joe.
hope he got back. So, yeah. So, where were we? We were on
Hold on, I'm gonna get my coffee.
go. I have mine.
We were
Actually, do you
on.
want to grab your
Okay.
coffee as well?
Yeah, Yana, do you have your coffee? I might grab something to drink.
Okay. I'm
So,
also
Yeah.
do
trying
the
to
intros
multitask.
while we're doing all the Chi. You do the intro while we're doing all our drink stuffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we'll do a little memory like lane.
Memory
Oh,
lane.
I've got my auntie from US there too. Hello, Auntie
Oh, hi,
Nina.
Tita.
Yellow, she says.
Oh.
So, CJ, ayun pala, si Tita. She's the mom, Jake and Mary's mom. Jake is married to Trixie, they have this
Oh, that's right. She
bubble
got
tea.
married, right?
They
In
were
the
married
Philippines.
before you got here. They just haven't, like, their wedding just kind of got postponed because of the whole COVID.
Oh yeah, I remember she was going home.
I
Trixie
know.
was.
Yeah.
We met her in the airport, or I met her at the airport.
Yeah, we picked you up.
Yes, and then she had to leave.
She's a busy girl, and she's gotten busier ever since. So, but in a good sense.
Yeah.
You have your bubble tea cafe in Sunless now,
Oh, that's awesome!
right?
Congratulations!
So,
Oh my gosh,
so maybe we can borrow their kitchen when next time you go here.
we can just have a halo pop up over there.
Game for that.
Oh.
So yeah, our reunion is digital this time because
No,
and cross
we're online.
continental.
Okay lang. I'm happy with that.
That's
I'm just
good.
happy to see your faces.
Likewise.
Oh.
We've been stalking you on Facebook just so.
But that's
Sorry,
different, you know, like moving still pictures versus live, you know. Oh,
think-
yellow.
Yeah, that's my aunt.
Oh, cool.
So it's like this is the whole family gathering here. So
Oh, I love it.
we have our cross continental talks in the mornings and evenings when people are awake.
Oh,
Trying
that's
to
good.
match.
This is actually the perfect time, really. Like, yeah.
Okay, then we know that for next time when you make it, where you cooking something.
Yeah. Or, if you want to start earlier, like 6 p.m. or
Yeah.
5 p.m., like I can
Yeah.
be awake at 8, 9 a.m. Walang problema.
Are you a morning person?
Yeah. I wake up naturally, I think, at 6 without an alarm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that early compared to like other folks, but
Yeah.
6 is pretty good.
Yeah. I just remember that time when I was able to do that. Actually, I naturally woke up at 5, but not at the moment.
No
Yeah.
need.
No need. So, okay, the introduction. Actually, did you get your drink at
Yeah,
Alex? Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
I'm
wine.
Oh,
having
Okay.
fruit
she's on a
Okay.
there.
Friday. Friday.
It's
Okay.
too
It's
early for
Friday.
this.
Good mood.
You should have told me. I would have made a mimosa instead.
Early.
Go. So I can do the introduction again.
There's always time.
No, it's all good.
Nah. What is like, okay, we're 11 minutes in, and welcome to all the people watching. This is our reunion after, like, what, since 2019?
Yeah, a year and a half.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Almost 2 years, actually. Almost 2 years.
Yeah. Shoot, you want to see some photos from the event before?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Where did
I,
Ate Alex go?
I think she's fixing something and she'll be back after. So
Okay. I like your
let's see.
office.
This is the home office at the moment.
I love it.
It's full of books and cat stuff.
I mean, I would expect nothing less.
Ah,
Oh.
so
Oh, wow. Oh, that was so fun.
and the guests. It
Oh,
turned out
yeah.
to be a pretty like cozy gang, didn't it?
Yeah. And it was a great group.
Yeah. I remember the kitchen and the chefs, the rented out the venue for to us. They were like, never seen the kitchen so clean before.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, just give it a good discount next time. We're gonna make another event. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
ah. I remember the
Oh,
chocolate
yes.
and the team in the kitchen.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh. So this is cute.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I think that was the first we just got there or something.
Yep, I think it was right before. Was it before or after we went shopping for your materials? Okay, and
I
that
think it
is
was actually before because we did go with Alex
yeah.
to shop. Yeah. And then we went to that market
yeah.
that was like the
We had to
big
shop.
huge
The fish market. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to fix it, Achi.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to find out.
Oh,
Look
This
at
was the key
that.
look at
moment.
us 2 years ago.
I
My hair
know.
was so short. Holy shit.
So, what do you remember most from your? Because you were doing the Salo series Euro tour.
Yes. And I think you were the first stop.
Were we the first stop? And then you went
Of
to
the
Copenhagen.
European tour. Didn't you go to London first?
No, I was just in London kasi nandun yung family. And then from London, maybe I did. Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe. I forgot. I am like,
As
I
far as I
know
know,
we
you
had
came
to
from
stop by
London.
London. And then from London, I flew out to you, to
Yeah.
Norway.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you were
hopefully
with
next time.
May before
Huh?
coming over.
Say it again.
You were with May before coming over to
Oh, that's
Norway.
right. Yeah. We did. Oh, we just met up, I think, just
You
to
did an
talk about
event
our
with
pop
her.
up. Yeah.
You just met up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just met up to talk about what we're going to do. And I said, like, we have time, so we can think about it. Oh my
Good.
god, I miss traveling so much.
Yeah, I was thinking like you're the one who was probably most active on out of the three of us. I'm like, how did you cope?
uh, just just letting it happen. Stop resisting.
It's
And
like,
also,
okay.
but also like safety first. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's not worth it to like put your life in danger or other people's lives in danger. It's nothing's worth it.
No.
Yeah.
But at Alex, you were also taking like you had a lot of like catering projects,
At that
didn't
time,
you?
catering projects and yeah, I had catering projects coming into 2020 events
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then got canceled. Like coming into lockdown and everything, it got canceled. And I was supposed to have a kamayan as well around February, March for another Filipino restaurant here.
And then it got canceled
So it
too.
got closed down. It
Oh,
got canceled, yeah, because we were delaying it. That was the problem.
Okay,
oh.
so getting some thumbsuck.
So
Is that thumbsuck is like thumbs up? I don't get this
I
slang.
think so.
What's tamsak?
I
Right,
think it's
Joe? It's
thumbs up.
correct. It's thumbs up.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Ano to? Jacket toast? What's a jacket toast? I need translation.
Jacket,
Wala bang
like
jacket host?
jacket, like
What's
ganito.
that?
I don't know. I know I know host, but I don't know jacket host. Pa-translate po. Sabi ganun.
Hi,
So we have
Chris.
Chris. Hi, beautiful girl. I'm like, hi, beautiful lady.
Yeah.
Okay, I need another
Hi,
help with
Chris.
the translation. What's that? MGLSO po sa lahat.
Magandang.
Ayaw talaga.
I just stopped.
I love it. We're all like,
What?
oh.
MGL puso.
Wait, all this new slang, I have
Magandang,
no idea. Pakiano naman,
magandang
oh.
gabela. How what? I don't know, Joe. Sorry. I
We're
can't do
out
the
of the loop.
abbreviation.
Oh my god. Okay, Ate Alex, you have a lot of fads. It's like Willie.
Hi, Willie. Hi,
Oh.
Hi,
Mary.
Willie.
He really used to work in the cruise, and now I think he's in the Philippines. Right, Willie?
Oh,
Because of the pandemic. I hope you go back, and I see you here in summer.
oh.
Oh, we
I feel
definitely
like
want to go
people will
back
be
in the
so
summer.
hungry for events and socializing when this thing is done. That we could just host a big Salo party. Like,
Salo
Party.
Salo
"Hey."
party. Yeah.
Should
Well, like,
we invite
not
that chef
sorry,
from
fiesta.
Oslo? Hoy, should we invite that chef from Oslo?
Ah!
Oh,
Maybe we should
there's a
ask
lot
him.
of chefs in Oslo.
The
No,
one
there's a
that
lot of chefs in Oslo. We could. No. It's better. We can invite the one from the guys from who used to work with
Kain
Mamo, the Kain
okay.
bar, Kain
from the
Rice
food
Bar.
hall. From
They
the food hall.
Oh, we could do,
from the
again,
food
like
And
that
hall.
they definitely
Norway
do.
Norwegian
They
tour.
do.
Let's do the
Oh yeah,
Norwegian tour.
I know, but
absolutely.
they actually doing kamayan to
Oh,
order.
Ooh,
that's awesome.
Kain? The one in food hall at Alex?
Oh yeah, the one in food hall. They do kamayan, but it's on pre-order for at least 10 people.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
laughing. Like, okay,
Oh,
Joe.
ano ba yung
Joe.
hindi literal na jacket? So what does it mean? Sorry.
Sorry, Joe. Wala kaming alam. We are virgins on stream and live.
I'm using StreamYard. I'm still new to this, and I have to watch out that I'm actually
Jacket para
clicking.
magka-blue kami sa baba para makababa kami ng link.
Alam,
Oh.
so they could come up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I only know that's possible on Kumu. I don't think that's okay here on StreamYard.
Oh, so you've used
That I
Kumu.
don't know.
I've
Oh,
used
yeah, I heard
Kumu. I
about
love
that.
Kumu,
Okay.
I heard
but it's a
about
bit
that in
confusing.
Kumu, yes.
I mean, Kumu is just
Yeah.
like a different animal altogether. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
But
was
it's
like,
so it's so
whoa.
Filipino.
But also,
Did you
like, what
try
are
it,
these
Yan?
coins? What are these gems? I
And
was
gifts. And there's lechon for gifts and like a lot of
oh,
Filipino food and a lot of
yeah.
karaoke and people
Oh,
singing.
damn.
Wait, I need to
Willie,
go.
yeah, still awake
Sorry,
in Pinas.
Wow.
if I face down, I'm doing the answering in Facebook because most of
Mega
the
love shout out. Oh,
Oh, they
damn.
messages.
can shout out to
Hey.
you.
No, no, no. This
Yun ang
one.
alam namin. Tsaka
Hey,
yun,
hey.
Yeah.
the, the Korean thingy.
Heart. Heart, heart. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Tita CJ is also a chef. I think she was a chef in Sweden.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
Go for Tita. Sorry.
sis,
Saglit.
There we
Saglit.
go.
magbigay ng jacket para maraming papasa sa live niyo. Oh, okay. I think we need to ask Joe for advice later
Paano po
on.
yun?
Ah, Ate Alex, I think you met Tita CJ at Matsaya.
Yes, Tita, we've talked. We had a chat when you were here. Yes, Tita Alex or Michelle.
Mm. Will there be a Glamour festival this year? That's a good question.
Sorry. I
Are you
need to.
fixing your sound, Ate Alex?
No, 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 no. I just.
That's a good question. Mm.
I have to mute that. There. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because most questions are like the hellos and the shout outs are on the Facebook.
Or is it on Facebook? Okay, then I need to get back to
Yeah.
Facebook.
Hi, Ray.
So, where were we earlier? Nakapag-reminisce na tayo ng konti on the
Yes.
Salo series. Are you making mimosa
Hi,
now?
Tamina.
No, I'm actually making a puñeta.
Beep, beep. Good thing we are in Norway.
Wow.
There's no
Hindi
bleeping.
tayo na.
I have no idea what a puñeta is in terms of. I'm making a carrot and banana bread.
No.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
I think all the comments from all the platforms that we have, they're being compiled and sent here on the speaker thing. So I can
It's only in Facebook, the comments. It's not on.
they come up, but I need to click something to show them on the.
Mm.
So I'm multitasking. So pag nakita nyo naduling ako mamaya, you
It's
know the
you.
reason.
It's on you, Miss Achi.
Just
Nasa
press my
sa'yo.
name. Lalaba. Bababa. Ano ba yun? Sorry. I'm trying to read.
Yeah, lalabas. Yeah, lalabas. Just press her name and then ikaw mag-add Achi. Because you're the host.
All right.
Was it like, should we add Joe for the live stream or how? Let's see.
Add mo lang siya para kung pwede siya umakyat later. Anyways, let's continue with our program, Achi.
Yes. Continue with the program.
And then we do the kamustahan in between and add on chika.
I love the add-on chica.
I know, right? Ang daming cheese max.
There's always cheese max. It's like, it's Filipinos. Let's see, click add moderator. But the Let's see. Nagkakalampang na tayo. Nasaan ba tayo kanina? It's like, we started with Ate Yana.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to you, Ate Alex. I think you were talking about your
Yeah.
catering to 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing catering 2020, and then I was working the whole year of the first year of our new normal. And then
Mm-hmm.
come this year, I was working 100% until January. And then
Oh
come
wow.
February, I have to close my canteen. So
Oh shit. Bakit?
the company decided because they want to make sure it's safe for everybody. So they
Oh, that's
have
fair.
asked people to do work from home instead. So I'm working in the other canteen instead. So that's why.
Is it Kuya Joe, Ate Alex, or Ate?
No, just Joe.
Okay, just
Mas
Joe.
bata,
Joe,
mas
I think
bata
I
pa yun
clicked
sa'yo.
some. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, pasensya na po. I think I clicked something and I was able to add you as moderator, but that's the first time I've done it, so I'm not sure if it's really working. So best of luck to us. Yay! Salamat, Joe. Oh yeah, then I could subscribe to
Okay.
your channel too.
Yeah, so that's the update from me. What about you,
Well,
Michelle?
2019 for me was crazy because I was in too many projects. So by the end of 2019, I was working on just letting go and closing some projects. So by 2020, when this shutdown came, it was kind of like, oh, so everyone was joining me in for the shutdown. It felt like I started like kind of like the transition to a calm lifestyle, and suddenly everyone was forced to join me. So, but yeah.
Yeah, di ba? So that's right.
Mm.
Yeah. Patusok po. Baby pa ako.
Patusok? What does that mean? What's patusok mean?
Ano po yung patusok? Alam mo, Jo, we are a
Alam
member
ko,
of a
patusok
Pinoy
like,
vlogger here in Norway, but we don't understand the
Patusok
lingo.
po, baby pa ako. Oh my god, what is that?
Hi, Michael.
Poke me, I'm still a baby?
Hi.
I don't know. I'm struggling. My head is kind of like trying to
Hi,
translate it in
Michael
all the
from
languages that I
Oslo.
know. Hello po sa Oslo. Hello from Sandnes.
And
Yeah.
hello from Stavanger. And hello from California, is it? Yana?
Sino? Sino?
Where are
Ikaw!
you?
Oh, of
Ikaw,
course
nasa ka
ako.
na?
Kulit.
Ang kulit.
Nasa ka na ba ngayon?
Oakland.
SF ka pa rin, di ba?
Oakland.
Oakland ka na
How
ba?
warm was
Oh,
the temperature
lumipat
there?
kami last year kasi um pandemic.
You
Oh.
know na. Pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Di ba?
Ay nako.
That's how it is. Hay nako, di ba?
Ay nako, yun lang. But it's good. We like it
Yeah.
here sa Oakland. It's quieter, you know. And then we
Yeah.
we got a dog and a cat. So
Oh, yeah,
kompleto
so
na
Wow.
yung
Are
you're,
they
family
having
but
namin.
a nice time
the cat
together?
was there first, right? And the
Huh?
puppy came after?
No, the puppy first, and then the
The
cat.
puppy first.
Yeah.
The last thing that I saw of you was your cat giving you the swish tail. That was
Oh
adorable.
yeah.
That was
He's
really
so
cute.
cute. He's just like he likes to sleep next to me when I'm also like sleeping, and then
Mm.
he's just like, but also pet me while you're doing that.
Um, like, of course, my queen.
Yeah, wala tayong magawa.
At least you have a pet. I can't have a pet here at home.
Bakit?
Bawal ang ano.
Bawal.
Bawal eh. It's in our contract.
Oh, shit.
So, not
Shikes.
allowed.
Okay.
I would have
Okay.
loved to have a dog.
I know, right?
Yeah, di ba?
We got our
Emotional
puppy
comfort.
Yeah,
in
emotional
September.
support.
Comfort, support.
Yeah.
It's good company during the lockdown.
Oo. How's your
Diba?
hubby? How's he doing?
Oh
He's
yeah.
fine. He's good. He's working. Busy. Usual
Oh, good. Busy is
photography.
good.
Yeah, busy is
Busy is
good.
good.
He hasn't actually slowed down.
Oh, wow.
So
But he's on the photography for real estate, so I guess they're doing it really well now. Like the
but
real
in
estate market.
Oslo there's a increase in the interest, so it's higher now. 10,
Oh,
12%
wow.
interests are high in Oslo. So there's a realty boom in Oslo.
Oh,
So a
this,
lot of people will not be able to buy.
oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
a
that's a
So
good.
little
how's Filipino
scary.
food there in Oakland, Yana?
Um, to be honest, I haven't
How's the con-
really explored it because lockdown. So a
Mm.
lot of, places have
and
closed. Um,
yeah,
a lot of things have stopped really.
Mm.
Although there's some new
yeah.
folks that have started, coming into the fold, which is great.
Mm.
So, like FOB
Mm-hmm.
Kitchen here in Oakland is still, operating. I'm glad about that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Who else
But
is here?
don't you guys? You had a lot of collabs, or I not a lot, but you had some collabs with other Filipino chefs about like catering or like takeaway
Ah,
and stuff.
no, it was actually like other Asian chefs because we
Oh,
did
that's cool.
one. We did one for tawag dyan, for Chinese New Year. So
Ah.
we explored like, you know, the Chinese influenced dishes like
Mm.
tikoy, for example, because we
Yeah.
celebrate it too, because like Chinese has
Chinese New
influenced,
Year.
you know, the Philippines not
Yeah.
just in food but also in culture. So
I
there's
went
a
to
lot of
Chinese
Chinese
school.
Filipino heritage that
I
that
like the
Yeah.
red pockets.
huh?
I like the red pockets.
Yeah, the red envelopes with all the food. Sorry, with all the money. Sorry, money.
Yeah, to
Oh,
buy more
oh,
food.
there's money. I like it when there's money.
But that's cool.
Yeah, I think that was the only pop up that I tried to do some fundraising things
Yeah.
last year, but it's just a too much effort and also like very little return
Mm.
because I'm
Yeah.
not equipped for that. So I had to buy a lot of like to go um like boxes and whatnot, which I normally didn't have.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I had to invest in like,
Mm-hmm.
1,000 pieces. And I'm
Material.
like, what am I gonna do with 1,000 pieces? So it's just
That
still
is
sitting in
true.
our
That is
garage.
true.
It's okay.
I think I can, or I can't relate to the in like the gathering of your stock, but I think Ate Alex had something similar because I remember after they closed their cafe,
Yeah,
you had
that's
a
the
lot of
thing.
like you have a lot of mason jars and other containers, and
Right?
I'm like they're super
I
pretty.
still have. I'm trying to dispose of plates.
That's what I mean. Like, it's
I'm still
really
trying to
hard
dispose
to
of items from 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah.
She's
Almost 10
good at
years. I
taking
mean, almost a
orders.
decade, actually.
So if
So,
you can
ano,
see what I'm doing right now, it's really funny.
Yeah,
Um,
why?
do you remember the cake making in Sleeping Beauty?
Sort
When
of,
the,
I
the
guess.
fairies were trying to make a cake for Sleeping Beauty because she was turning 16.
mm,
Okay.
You
I
you
know.
don't remember. How
I
could
don't
you?
remember.
How could you? That's our
I'm just
childhood.
So
gonna
you're
drink.
doing that recipe.
No, I'm not doing that recipe, but I'm just saying
You're the
like
fairy.
how the other fairy was trying to measure and put things in the cake.
Uh,
I suck at that. So I'm just like, I'm putting things together in a bowl and then we'll see what happens.
So
I
you're
did
like
that
me
last time
when
I made
baking.
ensaymada, and then my ensaymada turned flat.
Oh, it didn't rise.
It didn't rise. I'm like, and I talked to Alex. I'm like, what happened? She's like, yeah, you know, when you bake, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, because you can't really adjust it. Once it's in the oven, that's it.
No, you can't. So
Oh
we're
man,
30 minutes in,
cool.
and
So, Ate Alex, so we know we got some
yeah.
updates on how the Filipino food movement is going on in Orlando, California, US. You want to
Well, we need
share
to
some
put it
of
up.
how it is in Stavanger?
I think it's time. I think we've been talking about Filipino food movement for some time now, but
Hmm.
it's already established in UK, in US, and some other parts of Australia. But we
Hmm.
have really nothing here in Norway, so we actually have to start doing that and making it like really a Filipino food movement Norway.
Well,
Oh,
So there is a platform for Filipino foodies and
and curious
movers.
eaters.
Yeah,
that too.
curious eaters, movers in the hobby
What
or cook or professional, doesn't matter from what section or
Hmm.
level they come from, as long as it's Filipino food. It's a movement. So we can
I
start
think it's
really
potential though.
getting into the mainstream of promoting Filipino food in Norway, and not just Norway but in Scandinavia.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be amazing. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Denmark. What else is there?
Yeah, Denmark is nice. How
Denmark's
was it
nice.
when you were in
I'm not sure if
Denmark?
there's like a Filipino place there in Denmark. Do you know?
Not that I know of, but I
Nothing official
know
that I know of.
there is a Filipino restaurant here in this county, but it's in Carmel.
In where?
It's on an island a bit north from here,
Oh
Carmel.
wow.
So, and I think it's called Joy something. I forgot the name. I'll search for it after. But Savannah, I think the Filipino food or the Filipino foodies were more visual when we had that food festival.
Oh, that festival. I remember.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's where I think Ate Alex also
yeah,
has
but the
a
food
blog
festival
about
is
it.
on.
It's been on hiatus.
Yeah, but the food festival is. I don't know if it's push hiatus, but I don't know if it's gonna push through this year. If it does,
Yeah,
it might be the same as last year. It's just gonna be small booths and
yeah.
into the restaurants. Nothing really big in such a way like it used to
Yeah.
before.
But I think
Mm.
So
there's a
that's the
interesting
thing. Yeah.
development in Stavanger because there's this one street called Peder's Gate because the developer
Mm.
is very passionate about making that street into a culinary street or like from like world meets Norway kind of thing.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because I think his name is Anders and he studied in Japan for a
Oh,
while.
that's
So
cool.
he's accustomed to having the whole world as his platter. So he kind of wants to bring a little bit of that feel in Stavanger.
Mm.
So
Okay.
they're turning these old buildings around and making them into venues. So the last developments businesses that have been put up there is like Italian handmade pizza, like that you can order by meters, which is interesting.
Holy, that's
I
amazing.
know. So
By
depending on how
meters.
hungry you are, you can order like a long, long pizza. They have burgers. I think they have, what's pasta? At Alex. Are there other restaurants in that
Pasha?
pedestal? Pasha, thank you.
Yeah. There's a lot of restaurants, but anyway. Um, Filipino food in Norway in the past year or so, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, just looking at the region itself, like our area achieved.
Yeah, just the
it
region.
has actually improved. There's a lot of players now. There's a
There
lot.
are
I mean,
more
Yana, last time you were
entrepreneurial
here, we cannot even
choice.
like order. Yeah, there's like like in Philippines, like those people who start cooking what they're like craving for, and then start selling it out and checking if some people would like to order, which is good. There's like it's becoming more and more of that actually.
Oh, that's
And
good.
yeah, it is. Like people are coming up with like if you want hopia, there would be somebody selling hopia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
a bit of like a jungle telegraph though, because it's like people know people that produces something, and then it's like by recommendation.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
But
is it through Facebook Marketplace? How are they
no,
Some
selling?
by
of them,
network.
no, some, yeah, some of them has. Some of them advertise through their personal page in Facebook, but most of them are actually word of mouth.
Oh,
It's word
wow.
of mouth. And there was at some point, was it? I think it was like kind of like a farmers market. It was a local initiative, and then some
Yeah,
of the
there's a farmers market.
Filipinos, yeah,
There's some there that Asian, and there's a few, one or two Filipinos selling in that
yeah,
market as well, selling their wares. Like si Pinoy was selling in that
everything
market.
from lumpia to noodles
Um,
to
Oh, that's
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
cool.
And anything that's easy to make that doesn't go bad easily because it's for pickup. People just
Yeah.
pre-order
yeah,
and
So,
then they
like
come
baked
in a
goods.
particular time. Your pickup time is between, yeah, like if your time is between 6 and 6:30, you can come and pick up your food between that.
yeah.
Oh, I
And
like
then all
that.
you have to do is just say your number that's been given to you upon confirmation of your order, and then they
Yeah,
will just
Mm-hmm.
give it to you. Because you have to pre-order and at the same
order
time
per day.
prepay as well. So,
Yeah.
hmm.
So, well,
So that's
I could
good.
show.
That's good. There's a lot of players, and I'm happy for that.
Yeah, well, some of the players, some are still doing the jungle marketing thing, but some of them have also gotten venues. Should we
I like
show?
that you call it jungle marketing.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Okay, let's see. We'll share some from Instagram.
See, this is what I mean. I forgot that I
Wait,
was supposed to add eggs. So now I'm adding
you
the
forgot
eggs.
eggs.
So now I'm adding the eggs. I was like, why is this not?
Well, the most
Yeah.
active so far is Matsaya, because I think they got featured by the local TV.
Oh.
Yeah, TV West. They got so this is Trixie and Jake and Gian and Abby's business in Sunless. So
Oh,
they got a
nice.
venue. They started with the food festivals. They have this food truck, and that way they got people. They got their customer base, and it's kind of cute because it's all
Mm-hmm.
from teenagers to families who just like they met before, and now they travel from Stavanger or from other cities to Sunless to get bubble tea.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
And then you have another one, Donuts Are Us. They also started online. I think it's like home based to begin with, and then they did a pop up.
Mm-hmm.
They've been selling out. I think
Oh,
almost every
good.
week. So now they're going to be a stable part of the mall.
Oh, wow.
Um, and then of course you have at Alex with her catering.
Yeah.
And we have also, I forgot, Coyote Tacos is also like Filipino owned business by Kuya Benjo. But the one thing that I'm actually most like I find interesting is this food store in Sula, where the airport
Mm-hmm.
where we drove by a small town. Sula, that's the shop. And the owner, May, is kind of cute because she's collaborating with other Filipinos who produce like all from ensaymada, like home baked stuff. Here we go.
Oh, that's so cool.
So she collaborates with people that bakes ensaymada or mamon and other stuff, and she would put them in the store and people could buy them from there. So I like
Oh,
those kind of small collabs.
yeah.
So
Okay.
So that's mostly for the food movement here in our region. And the funny thing is like there are three Pinoy entrepreneurs gathered in the same building in
Oh,
Sunnis.
in
It's like they're taking
Sandnes?
over that mall.
I mean, that's great. Pinoy Corner.
Yep.
Okay, now my batter actually looks better.
You were making
Carrot, loaf,
banana
etc.
cool.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
how ripe does your banana have to be for that?
I like overripe, like almost like brown na lahat. Because that's where all the sweetness actually comes out.
Hi, Kay. Thank you
Okay.
for watching.
Paang program.
Our
Anyone of you,
program.
are you familiar with this? NK. Hi, Ate Kai. So,
So,
So we're done with the reminiscing of the past, of what we've
yes,
done, the three of us.
so
yes.
what now?
We've
What are we
done
doing now?
we
Aside from cooking or baking?
what keeping you
I mean,
busy? What's keeping you busy? Besides, being home
I
and lockdown, Jans?
I mean, I was doing some cooking projects, which was
Mm,
fun.
mm.
And also
Uh-huh.
doing food demos, like just cooking demos and whatnot, because A, it's safe. I'm in my kitchen. I don't have to go anywhere, you know?
Hi,
Um,
Al.
Yeah.
and then the other thing is I was studying to become a death doula.
Yeah, I saw your post on that one. That was interesting.
Yeah,
What is it
A
exactly?
what?
a death doula.
You have a birthing doula for
What?
women pregnant and about to give birth, and then you have the other scale, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the death doula is actually pretty cool because it's helping people go through their or plan for their end of life. So like more
Oh,
than anything,
okay.
I think the pandemic taught us that we don't really have a guarantee, like
Mm,
when we're going to die, and
mm,
a lot of people are not prepared to die.
Yeah.
So
mm.
a death doula is someone that helps people prepare
Yeah,
to face their end of life. Yeah,
that's a cool
ask
thing.
end of life questions, plan your vigil, plan your
Yeah.
funeral, get your affairs in order.
It's a little bit of the practical things, but also like go through some of the scary emotional stuff, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
grief support,
Well,
talking about
that
fear
must
and
be really good
anxiety.
for not just for the person it matters, but maybe for the people around them
Yeah,
too.
for the family too,
Yeah.
really. Yeah. So that's kind of like what the death doula does, is like kind of helps you, if you have regrets or unfinished business, and if you're like, hey, I want to address this before I die, or like
Yeah.
if you, like, for example, if you have like um will things that, like, oh, I want this painting to go to, let's say, Michelle, I want
Mm,
my jewelry to go to Alex, like stuff that normally is not taken care of in your will, because all they care about in your will are your assets. So
mm.
like, your banking, your
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever land you own, etc. So
But
they
no
don't
one
care
wants
about
to
your
Yeah.
inherit that.
clothes, like that sort of deal, or your furniture. They'll just put it in an estate sale
Mm.
most of the time. I mean, that's here in America though. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's different over there in
Yeah. Well, I think.
Scandinavia.
I don't
I
know
think
the
there are
practice.
some.
Don't ask me. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think it's one of the close families, but I guess it can be messy as well.
Oh yeah, it's very messy.
But
Like,
I think like
Yeah.
having the idea of a death doula just like for the person is like if you especially if you've gone through like a long medication process or like a fight, to stay alive. It's kind of more difficult to accept that the journey is
Yeah.
ending. So it's good to have someone to talk to. Congratulations, Atiana,
Thank
on
you.
that
I
on that
mean,
new addition to your
to
CV.
my repertoire of things.
Yes.
Oh God. But I think more than anything the pandemic like made me realize like I love cooking,
Mhm.
but I don't want it to be like how I want to, retire and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and it's also,
I
I
know
don't
what
know
you
about
mean.
you.
I get you, dear. I get you.
She's like,
Yeah.
hats off.
Like, I
Yeah,
just want to,
I get you.
I just want to, I want to write, I want to talk more about Filipino food. I want to talk more about the history of Filipino food. But
Yeah.
like, in terms of doing the physical things, I'm tired.
You haven't considered being an educator instead? It sounds like you need to be a teacher of some sort.
I mean, I'm kind of doing that anyway, just by doing cooking,
Yeah.
cooking classes, cooking demos, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
want to be
It,
tied to
it
like a
sounds to me like
formal
you and Alex
institution.
should do like a channel of like a cook
So,
off or something.
Oh,
That's a huge
you know, I
banana.
remember the post you made last time,
uh-huh.
Jan.
Yes.
Remember you made the birthday cake, but
Oh,
it's
the sushi
instead
cake.
of like, the sushi bake, you did something like that. It's like a
Sushi cake
sushi bake
bake.
inspired kind of cake for your
Yeah.
birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
last year.
Oh my god, that was so fun. It was too much
That
sushi,
was awesome. I
really.
was like, wow.
Too
I
much
was like,
sushi.
too much sushi.
There's such a thing.
Oh, yes, there is such a thing. Like the cake
How could
was
you?
12 inches wide, like this, and then about 6 inches tall. So it was a very thick and wide sushi cake. And then there's just like a lot of fish in between. There's also rice. So even just this small slice like this
Ooh.
was so filling. I was like, I can't have
Well,
another slice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
but nobody went home hungry.
No, I mean they had to take some home, but
Yeah.
I was like, I was a little mad at my husband because I was like, why did you give them all the sushi cake? I want some too. I was like,
I
I
don't
know
have
I
a
want
leftover to
baon,
eat.
but
Okay, we got a question from Atikai. Any future events and collabs?
yeah, when we get vaccinated, everybody,
So
and
now
then we
it's
can
one out
travel
of
again.
three. Yeah.
I
Yeah, we're
mean,
gonna travel
that's all
again.
I can hope
I'm
for, really.
Yeah, that's all we can do. I was so jealous with Michi when she came over to eat when she was on Italian holiday and she was able to join your
Right?
Oh
Kamayan there. I
my
was like,
god,
what?
that was so
Yay!
fun.
I thought that was so cute because she
Michi
was
and
she
Rob.
drove you to the airport, was it?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
So I feel like she drove you to
Michi, yeah,
airport so
Michi was
just
on
she could
holiday in
know where you're
Italy.
going.
I mean, we talked about it.
No,
We were
we were
like,
Yeah.
talking about it before that.
yeah. And then I was like, maybe we can plan it so that, we'll meet up. And it
Yeah.
totally happened. So I was happy.
That was great. That was
It
absolutely
totally
great.
happened because they were in Rome the same time you were doing your pop up,
hmm hmm
right?
They actually attended the pop up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was great.
But aren't
I
there like
know
a
that's why
handful of
she
Filipino
told me.
restos in Italy?
No, because this is something that I was also talking to my friend who was there.
Yeah.
She's half Italian, half Filipina, and there's still this, I would say sort of perspective in terms of if you're not full-blooded Italian,
Yeah,
like they kind of, it's not like a super racist thing,
But there are
but
certain barriers.
yeah, there's certain barriers, and it's
Mm.
like they know that you are not full Italian, so it's like there's a lot of like half Filipino, half Italians there that kind of don't know where they stand, you know.
Difficult.
It is, and it's like a part of them is like they don't know how to speak Tagalog because they grew up in Italy, so they only speak
Exactly.
Italian, but then they're not totally. accepted within society as or seen as Italians.
Mm.
Like they're always Italian Filipino. They're never just like Italians. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Always you,
The
they're
struggle of
always treated as a
identity.
Eurasian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not them. It's the Italian society, you
Yep.
know? So it's like they're going through their own things. I know that. You know, it's like here in America where we're going through our own things too. You
Yeah.
know, where
But I think
now there's a
I
lot of
think
like
that's
racial
common, right?
reckoning happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I think that's very common, especially with a country with a very much rich food
History.
culture or culture
Yeah.
in itself, and very
Yeah.
tight family history and everything like that is very tight. So no matter what, it's gonna be hard to penetrate the market. I mean, look at China. It took a long time before foreign franchisee came into the market,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
right? When they
Yeah.
saw that the market wanted those products, that's the only time, oh, we can make money out of it. Let's bring it in. But
Yeah.
otherwise, they're very tight knit and very, at that time. But it's always like that when the food culture and the itself is very strong, it's hard to
Mm.
penetrate.
I mean, it's fair. You know, I understand, but also like I just feel bad, you know, for the Filipinos that live there and the Filipino Italian, you
Yeah,
know, that are kind of looking for that connection, you know, to their
of
heritage.
course.
At least there's Jollibee in
I
Rome.
know. Come
Hello.
on. Of all places, they have a Jollibee in Italy. Come on. That
That's
just
what I
shows how many
mean.
Filipinos there is.
That's what I mean. I had to tell my friend we gotta go to Jollibee. Like
Yeah.
Did
I
you
just gotta
go?
see Italian
Did you
Jollibee.
go?
Why not? You know?
Did they
Yeah.
have any special menu like dishes that they only have there, or they have that all classic?
No, they had all classic, but they
Mm.
also like kind of didn't have the full menu. Like they had like the best selling ones, like
Mm.
palabok, chicken
Mm.
joy, you know,
Mm.
Filipino
Good thing they have a
spaghetti.
palabok.
Yeah, it's
Your
I mean,
great.
favorite?
there's no palabok in UK, only spaghetti.
Though
Oh.
interesting,
Yeah, there's no palabok in
interesting.
UK. There's
Yeah, they
there's
had it.
chicken joy, there's spaghetti, there's have the burgers and everything like that in the
The
pie.
Jolly
But
hot
they don't
dog
have
was
the
there
champ.
too.
They don't have the palabok. Yeah, the Jolly hot dog I think was there
Yeah, the
too.
Jolly
But
hot dog
Jollibee
was
is
there.
becoming so big there in the US.
Mm,
Mm.
I mean, look at Jollibee. It's
I'm
like
just happy.
every YouTube I see, everybody's like, everybody's like, oh, let's try this new place like the fried chicken in Jollibee or this new fast food chain. And
Yeah.
it's one after the other, like all Jollibee they've been reviewing.
I mean, the chicken joy is good. That's all I can say. Isa pa.
I
Isa,
know,
isa pa, chicken
chicken
joy.
joy is good. We cannot complain. Chicken joy is chicken joy. That's why it's called chicken
Yeah.
joy.
And you know, it's a very familiar flavor. You know, it's a very familiar thing. Like even though it is Americanized, it is a Filipinized American food. You know,
We kind
because
of like learned from their model and we made it into our
Yep.
own.
yeah, and that was really really smart. You know, because I feel like that really is a testament to like Filipino ingenuity and also the understanding of their market. Like they know
Yeah,
who
Absolutely.
their market is, you
Absolutely.
know?
that
And
is true.
I was like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
learned
we
that
may
we
have
adapt
a
and tailor
lot.
it to our own.
Let's go to fried food. We may have a lot of fried food, but it all depends on how you cook it. If you cook it in the right temperature, it wouldn't be oily, dear.
Yeah, yeah. And then that's the other thing because I feel like, you know, if you fry it again, as you said, in the right temperature, it shouldn't stay deep fried for that long. You know, so and
Yeah,
the
no.
problem is if your oil is not the right temperature,
Or the
it
right
will
oil.
start absorbing all the oil before it actually starts cooking.
Yep.
That's the
So
problem. That is true. That is true.
But is it like do we like I feel like do we have two main ways of cooking in the Philippines? Either you have the stews or maybe more than two, but either mostly frying or barbecue. What do we do most?
I would say frying actually came later.
We learned it from
Like
the. Is it
like
what
oh,
for Chinese or the
I think the
Spanish?
three things that really are indigenous Filipino are like kinilaw, for example. So curing in vinegar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kinilaw.
Yeah.
I've read that. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then cooking in vinegar. So
Mm,
curing versus cooking. So like
yeah.
our adobo,
hmm
our
Adobo.
patsio, you
Yeah.
know, all of that is
yeah.
Mm,
the
hmm
second part, and then the
yeah.
third part is the stews.
Hmm.
So frying only came to the
Yeah.
Philippines pre-colonial trade with China. So because they brought over the frying implements like the wok, for example, like
Hi,
wok
Agnes.
cooking.
I
Yeah.
think someone got
Wow.
engaged because of all the Jollibee talk.
Jollibee, Norway. Wow, ang mahal ang franchise fee niyan.
Oh my God. But then you will have a lot of income from that.
Maybe, then, we don't know, really.
We
I
can
mean,
wait for
but
Atiana's talent fee from her published books.
Oh God. Oh God. I
No,
when
mean,
but
are you gonna be, when are you gonna have a second edition of your Salo, your book?
so I'm getting an agent. So that's the other thing. Like here in the US, they're kind of very bureaucratic in terms of like publishing houses, right?
mm,
So you
Yeah.
need to have an agent before you can even start sending your book proposal. If you try sending your book proposals unagented, there is a big chance you're not going to be able to get a higher advance for your book. That's kind of usually the
Yeah.
case. And then you'll have to pay someone anyway to look over the contract, like a lawyer or something. So either way, you need someone else aside from you to just like be your advocate. So that's why it's good to have an agent. But
so
there's
the
not
next
a
step is
lot of
Yeah,
finding
that is
agents.
true.
Huh? Say it again.
the next step is finding an agent.
Yeah. So definitely querying agents, so it's kind of like it's weird. It's like dating. It's like, hi, I think you would be a great fit for me as my agent. This is my book concept.
Is
Do you
there is
want to
there a
have
Tinder for
coffee?
agents?
Yeah.
Matching.
So I think I was like, there should just be a Tinder for like authors and agents,
Yeah,
and just be like, swipe left if you think that, or
it's
swipe
useful.
right.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. If you know a graphic designer or a web designer, you should start talking to someone who can do the app.
I mean, why not, right? Like looking
Right,
for
that's a
jobs,
good
for
idea.
example, that would be awesome. Like a Tinder for jobs. Why isn't there a Tinder for
I
jobs?
know, right?
Like,
I think there
yes,
was something
That's
similar
a
to that
good
here in Norway. I'm not sure
idea.
if it worked out.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, let's say you have your industry, right?
Mm,
And then you're looking
Yeah.
for someone in that industry, whether it's like a chef, an architect, or
mm,
whatever. And then you have your own profile of
mm.
like, this is who I am. And then you just swipe left, swipe right, and you know,
Good idea. So now, like digital
I'm not a
entrepreneurs out there,
designer. I'm
here's your
not an app
idea. Here's the
person,
challenge.
so
no, I don't want to do that.
Things
It's
for
an
more
idea.
contact
Someone
Yana.
else do it. I don't care.
hi Kish. Hi
Kish, hi.
Hi,
mommy.
Kish.
Okay. Here's the follow up from this to the Jollibee.
Hi Agnes. I know Jollibee, but we can always make the chicken. That's not a problem.
Oh,
We can
Yeah.
yeah.
always make the chicken here in
Yeah.
Norway, the breading and
Yeah.
everything, not a problem.
And
We
the
I'll,
can
I'll
we can
spices,
imitate
the
a flavor.
seasoning, the secret seasoning.
The seasoning.
I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
quote my uncle on this. My uncle, right? It's like mangarap na muna tayo. Total libre naman eh. It's like we can dream.
I like
It's
that.
free. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of
Dream
cool
is
because
free.
you're still being encouraged. You're not being discouraged to dream, but you're like, okay, find the next best thing.
I mean, that's fair. That's very fair. He's right. To dream is free.
Yeah. I love that kind of like optimistic side of him.
I
So I'm
have a
like,
question.
oh. What
So I
ate?
have a question to you, Jan.
Mm.
When you,
What is it?
when you were doing your Filipino pop-ups before, and you
Mm-hmm.
have someone who just ate, first time Filipino food and everything. How do you deal with the negative feedback from it?
It's called Haters Gonna Hate, and and Shaker Gonna Shake. It doesn't matter. I mean, at this point, like, I think this kind of goes back to, like, you know, thinking about death in general, because
Mm.
it's like
Yeah.
once you start realizing that you have one life to live, and then you have very limited time in
Mm.
this earth,
Mm.
start to think or shift your perspective that, does this matter to me? Like, is this going to affect my life? Do I want it to affect my life? So it's like, do I have the energy to address that? And
Yeah.
for me, I'm like, most of the time, I don't care, because A, they're not paying my bills. They're not paying for, for
Mm.
anything that I do. So
Mm.
bahala kayo.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep doing
I
me,
agree. I agree.
just
I love
You
that.
know what? What you're saying there reminds me of this.
I
I think is a
totally agree.
YouTuber music. She's a Filipino musician, and she has this song. So you guys keep talking. I'll see if I can find her.
yeah, but it's
So
like,
yeah, I
it
agree with
really
you.
is.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to waste your energy, right? Life is
Yeah,
too short, and you
and
just
if
have to
you
move on.
yeah, and if they don't want to come to your pop-up or eat your food, then that's their choice. You don't have to please everybody, as
Yeah.
long as you yourself are happy with the work that you've done, you're happy with yourself.
Yeah.
Kebs talaga, like, to whoever, because
So,
it's
You
your
okay,
should check
life.
okay,
out
ladies, I have a question.
Karencita's
How do
song.
you answer? I have a. How do you answer a question?
Uh-huh.
What is Filipino food traditions in your eyes or in your view?
Oh, food traditions. It's very subjective, because everyone has their own Filipino
Mm.
Yeah,
traditions within their
that's why I'm
family.
saying in your view. In your
Oh
view.
yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
So for me, it's like, I don't know, kamayan is one of those Filipino food traditions,
Mm.
really.
Yeah. It
And
is. It is,
regional,
right?
like regional Filipino food, and really, like, digging into, like, pre-colonial, Filipino.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah.
why it resonates with me so much, because, like, when you think about it now, Filipino cuisine has evolved a
Yeah.
lot through the years.
Mm.
Like, we've had so many
Yeah.
influences.
Mm.
We were colonized, we were colonized again.
Yeah.
So it really just, like,
Yeah.
the evolution of our cuisine really reflects our history.
Mm.
And trying to, retrace our roots, going back through history, is like, especially, I think the most pivotal one was, like, during the Spanish occupation of the Philippines, because they had brought so many, like, flora and fauna from everywhere, like, especially
Yeah.
from
Exactly.
They
Latin
brought in
America.
paprika and everything like that,
Yeah.
the flavors and
So
color. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, so, like, for example, the piña, that
Mm.
was not indigenous to the Philippines. So
Mm.
they brought over pineapples.
Yeah.
They brought over guavas. They brought over
I
um,
didn't know that.
aratiles. They brought over um, avocados.
Aratilis, yeah.
So
Aratilis is wild.
tomatoes. Yeah, and
Tomatoes, yeah.
tomatoes, and
Pep,
so
bell pepper.
bell pepper. Yeah, so it's like,
Mhm.
when you think about it, from that point on, our our cuisine really changed to adapt
Mm.
to these new things that we were like, oh, it's growing here now. So
Mm.
what do we do with the things that are suddenly
We,
growing? That's
Mm.
why we have, sinigang sa bayabas, for
Mm.
example.
yeah.
We're like, we started making pineapple fibers, like making
Mm.
barong out of the
But
piña fibers.
that kind of makes me
Yeah.
ask a question like, is our national clothing actually Filipino because it's like imported? Mm.
I
Yeah.
think no. I I think it is because we developed that technology on our own.
Yeah,
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
So
yeah.
we
The
developed,
piña
yeah,
thingy fabric, it's Filipino
it's very
ingenuity.
Filipino.
So the
No,
technique is
yes.
Filipino.
So no other country that has pineapples actually uses the pineapple fiber in their textiles.
Actually, there was one who
Even
was
banana
inspired
fiber,
by
we're
the
using
Filipino
it.
technique.
Sino, sorry.
There was a there was another country or culture that was inspired by the technique that we used to develop, and they
Yeah.
used that technique similar, adapted it so that they could produce synthetic leather or skin.
Oh, that's great.
I don't remember where it was, but I thought it was like this. They use like, oh, Philippines has this technique, and then we thought, well, like we could maybe do it for something else.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, a
Because
lot of that,
in
like
that,
even like
yeah,
distilling, like alcohol, for example.
yeah,
Like when we
yeah.
make our lambanog, we brought that
Tuba.
technology, or
tuba.
tuba,
Yeah, labanog, diba? Just imagine
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So we brought that technology
Tuba,
over to
labanog, it's the
Mexico.
same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now they've made tequila because we've introduced that distilling technology to them. So
They're
before they
using
were
that.
not using that distillation process, that technique. So they were producing a different alcohol. They had like pulque and mezcal and tequila came later on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is turning out to be quite a learning session. But yeah,
Yeah.
back to food, food traditions. Ate Alex, how about you?
No, I
What's
asked a
Filipino
question, so
food
you answer
traditions?
first.
I think you answer.
Yeah, you need to answer first, Michelle.
Okay, me. For me, like, I've only had like 13 years in Philippines. For me, like, Filipino food tradition is celebration, big or small. It's like about the all from just starting your first day at school to graduating, everything that happens to in our families' lives or the family members' lives is somehow celebrated with food.
Yeah.
So whether it's like going to the market and stressing out and finding the right seasonal ingredients to make the food, to the actual cooking of it and sharing
Yeah.
with the other family members. That for me, that's Filipino food tradition. Is like caring for each other,
For
celebrating
me,
each other.
Filipino. Yeah, yeah, that's how it is.
I mean, I really like
My
that.
idea of Filipino food traditions, you know, came from my childhood, growing up with families cooking up for a fiesta, you know,
Yeah. Oh, I love
Oh
town
that.
yeah.
fiesta, and everybody in the barrio.
You can feel the
If you're the
vibe.
one like a matron of the town, you know, everybody who knows how to cook would come to your house to help cook, you know,
Mm.
from
Yes.
killing the pig, you
They
know,
would bring
like
their
for
kawali.
months you'll be rearing from a piglet, you know, you'll start a piglet and then it becomes until it becomes adult and then you start slaughtering it right in your backyard, you know,
Yeah.
bleeding the pig and everything like that. That's my food traditions for me, you know,
I mean,
seeing
that's
those
the
women cooking like
original
vats of
what do
food,
you
you
call
know.
that? Farm to table, nose
Yeah.
to
Farm to
tail.
table, that's literally what it
You
means.
really
Farm
know,
to
like
table.
our childhood is like is a full education on what where our food comes from.
Like it's
Yeah.
cooking 101. When you grew up in the
Yeah.
province, that's cooking 101.
It
It's
How
like
is.
to
when you
how to take out the feathers of a chicken,
yeah, or or
right?
Yes.
scale
You
of
need to
Yeah.
bleed
fish.
it out first. You need to bleed it out first, blanch it in
Hot
boiling hot
water.
water,
Hot
and then
water.
start
Boiling,
plucking it
boiling.
out.
Yeah. Oh my
Boiling, as in
God.
boiling,
I
not just add
remember that.
water.
I was so terrified when I was a kid. I was like,
Remember, right?
and I was like, also the first time my grandma took me to wet market, diba?
Yeah.
Yung wet market.
Yeah,
So she bought the dugo
palengke.
fresh. So they
Yeah.
were just like,
The blood.
okay, fresh.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's as fresh as you
And then
can
it's
get.
still warm, right? When you touch the blood, it's still warm.
it's very warm. Yeah, and it's like, ooh, I swear, like for the longest time, I did not eat dinuguan. Like I was just like, I was 3 years old. Okay, I was scarred.
Oh my God.
I was traumatized. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
But that's the
I
one that you
appreciate.
remember most. You were traumatized, but you remembered it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's kind of funny because I have more vivid memories when I was a kid than when I was in high school, for example. Like I don't
hi,
remember high school
Paris.
that much.
Me too.
Hi,
Hi,
But
Paris.
Paris.
you guys got to experience a high school. My high school was here in Norway. So I feel like I missed out because you have this song, right? It was like high school life. I'm like, I don't have that.
No, it's okay. You had a different one.
It's okay. You didn't miss anything.
I
You didn't
mean,
miss
high school
anything.
everywhere I think is the same anywhere. You know, you're gonna have your mean
Anywhere in the world.
girls, you're gonna
Mm.
have your
Yeah,
nerds,
I
you're gonna
think
have your
so.
jocks. It's the
There's
same like
always like a
micro
grouping. Yeah.
communities. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. I agree.
So, okay, I'm
All
trying to
right.
look back to our program. I think it was earlier, like what we're doing now. I think Atiana got to answer. So, what about you, Chi? You want to go?
What I'm doing now, I'm
Yeah.
currently actually going through my certification as a chef. So hopefully, crossing my fingers by the end of the month, taking the exams, and
Woohoo!
then I pass, and then I'll be a certified chef in Norway. Though I don't need it because I'm confident as a cook, but
Yeah.
for financial reasons and increased salary, I have to do it.
Career movement, career
It's yeah.
options. Yeah,
For the money part, yes.
And professional respect as well.
Yeah.
When you are living in a country, another country, I mean, be it here or be it in the Philippines, like I always say,
mm,
Philippines and Norway is almost the same when it comes to culture.
yeah,
Mm.
Paper means so much in Norway.
Mm.
Certificates means so much in Norway. Philippines does as well. Remember,
Yeah.
if you're not a
I think it's
college degree
becoming more
holder, you won't get anywhere getting a job.
yeah.
The
I think it's
Yeah.
only
becoming
difference between Philippines and Norway when it comes to that is there's no age limit.
mm.
In
Where?
Philippines, there's like in
You're
Norway,
past
there's no
40.
age limit.
He's like,
In Philippines,
Oh.
you know, in Philippines, if you have to apply for a job, it would say there, oh, you have to be between 21 years old and this age.
mm.
Oh
I
And
think
if
it's
you're
wow.
past that,
because there's
and if you're,
like the population there is so huge.
I know, but if you're
Yeah.
past that particular age, it would be hard for you to find a job. So that's
True,
why
Yeah.
a
I
lot of
mean,
people would be like saying like, "Oh, I don't want to leave my job because I'm already in my 40s. I might not be able to look for another job,"
true. Yeah.
yeah.
which is sad.
Yeah.
Mm.
Realities of life. But yeah, yeah,
Mm.
finally I'm getting there. Thanks to my current employer, they're sponsoring me. So yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Hooray to employer! Hooray,
Yay.
hooray, tate.
it's not a joke. It's a lot of money to put in for taking the certification. So if I
I
have
can
to
see
do it
that.
on my own, I have to spend 20, maybe around 5 to 10.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't know how much would that be in dollars. I would have to spend around maybe 30 to 40,000 kroner, maybe around between 4 and 5 thousand dollars if it's a
That's a
or
lot.
I'm not sure how much dollars is.
It's a lot.
So yeah,
It's a lot. That's
this is
it's
still
a
a
lot.
lot
Yeah,
of
I
dollars, I
was
have
just
to say.
talking to. I know. I'm not sure how much is a dollar against um, kroner though.
I can check.
But yeah, it's a lot of money between. It's a lot of money. So that's what I'm focus. That's what I've been doing right now. So
That's good.
say
That's very good.
yeah, it's around between 3 4 thousand dollars
Like
for
It
one
just to
is a
take the
big.
certificate.
dollar
And you're
is eight.
taking the certification. So I'm taking the certification from a private. individual working with a
Mhm.
company, my company sponsoring it. But
Mhm.
normally you would have to take it from through the school if you're
Mm.
studying being into the chefing world and everything. But since I
Mm.
have years of experience, then I can use the experience plus just taking the written exams and the practicals and submitting all my work experience, and then I would be qualified to have the certificate.
Oh
All I
wow.
have to do is just pass it.
I
You
mean,
can do
that's
it.
easy for you.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Oh. The thing is,
Yes, you
you
can.
and me,
Yes, you
Yana, when
can.
it comes to baking, it's like we do it like cooking, so that's where I'm a little bit, wobbly, as we would call
Ah,
it.
stop. I mean, that's how you cook anyway. It's
Uh,
it's a very intuitive thing versus baking. I feel,
yeah,
well, I don't know. Like I guess if you're familiar with the techniques of baking, it's easier to like wing it. But it's also the same with cooking. Like
yeah,
as long as you know, like if I gisa this, if I let it simmer for this long, this is the result that I'm going to achieve.
Mm.
So yeah,
yeah.
not too far off.
Not far off. I'm wondering, how long is your bread and carrot supposed to bake?
I don't know. I'm just checking.
I'm like, I'm like,
You
I'm
didn't even
leaning
hide
over
it.
your shoulder. I'm like, it's not smoking, so it's
It's
good.
it's it's rising. It's rising. I've been monitoring, and it's only
Oh,
at
I love your
350.
I love your oven.
all right. I'm like, we got a question
Yeah,
here.
we have a question.
Could
I
you
would
please
say
tell us what is the
adobo.
most? Yeah.
Adobo is the most popular one. The next one would be sinigang.
All right,
For
we'll have to
me,
explain
I
what is
think yeah,
adobo.
I think it's the top three. Top
Mm.
three is like adobo, sinigang, and what's the third? Barbecue.
Tinola.
Tinola, yeah, tinola. That's correct. That's the top
Yeah.
three that you
Yeah.
would always see with from people trying
At
to
least like in everyday table settings. Does that make
every day.
sense? Like
That's
Yeah.
the
every day,
difference.
like
Yeah.
for
Like
example, when
home
I was growing
meals.
up, like it
Yeah,
was
home meals.
always like you had barbecue when there's like a big gathering, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
So
but
it's
there's
like
a special occasion,
exactly. Tipon-tipon, whatever
Yeah.
it is. But everyday
birthday,
table, it would be like it's either adobo or like paksiw, tinola,
paksiw,
sinigang,
sinigang, tinola.
munggo.
Menudo even is for special occasions.
Yes,
Munggo,
menudo is for
yeah.
What
special.
about pinakbit?
I didn't grow up in
Pinakbet as well, of course,
Ilocos,
for
so we didn't have pinakbet in
but you're
Iloilo.
from Cavite.
No, Iloilo.
But oh yeah, there's no Iloilo. Yeah, there's no pinakbet in Iloilo. But your
What?
No,
traditional kajos.
we
What
have
is kajos an
kajos.
everyday food?
Yeah,
KBL?
KBL, kajos baboy langka. You
Yeah.
know, we have
Yeah,
munggo
that's KBL,
also.
yeah.
Or like the other one is tambo, which I love. I don't know if you remember tambo.
What
What's
is
tambo?
tambo?
Tambo is
What is
Bamboo
that?
it's
shoots?
essentially crabs. So like alimango
Yeah.
cooked in coconut milk with
Yeah?
bamboo shoots
Yes.
and
Yes. Lola
ginger.
did that.
Like
Ooh.
that was the flavor
I
profile.
think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
but that's not common in the side of the north. That's not common.
exactly. Yeah.
It depends
Cuz
on where. What like what's the most popular traditional food? I think adobo is the top one. Everybody
yeah,
has, but you can
But
adobo anything.
but
exactly.
bum but bamboo shoots I have yeah, but bamboo shoots, is it very common in Iloilo,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
backyard, like growing up in the backyard and everything like that?
Yeah, it's always in the market, like bamboo shoots.
Okay.
What do you ubod? Like the hearts of
Oh yes,
palms.
Ubod,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
ubod, yeah, they call it ubod in Tagalog. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So we
lumpiang
we have that
ubod,
too.
fresh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
fresh
Yeah, yeah.
ubod and like lumpiang sariwa.
Ubod.
It's like
Oh
Oh,
my.
I know, I
That's
I'm
know.
getting
good.
hungry
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
there's a lot of toge in ours too. So I remember there's
Really?
like a lot
Toge.
of bean sprouts like growing up as a kid, and I was like, oh, I'm so sick of toge.
I don't
Toge
think
na
that's very
naman.
common in Kapampangan cuisine. No, not in
Yeah.
Kapampangan. Toge.
Yeah,
I don't
because we
remember
also
it.
had a
But
lot
in
of
when you make
Chinese
lumpia, yes.
settlers. Yeah, but
Ah,
even just like
okay.
in regular dishes, I think we have like a stir fry just with toge, carrots, and something.
We
And I
do
was
that
like,
too.
oh, toge na
Oh,
naman.
Toge naman.
Okay,
So
Paris,
those
hope you
are the
got
most
your
traditional food
question
that we have.
answered. So top three, adobo, and then sinigang, and
Sinigang,
then the
and
third
then
is
tinola.
tinola.
Tinola,
And
sinigang.
then every
Adobo
For me, in
region,
my
is,
household alone,
yeah,
I would say like every region has its own version of tinola.
nagkahiyaan
Yeah.
magsalita.
true.
I know. He's like, which one? Sala. Um, but yeah, I think every region has a version of tinola. Like ours sa Iloilo, we have this dish called binakol.
Yeah, with
So
coconut.
with coconut water and coconut
Yeah,
meat, and then it's still the same like native chicken that's stewed
haven't
inside
tried
the
that.
bamboo
Yeah,
stalk or stem. So, and then it
binakol.
has like malunggay and then papaya. You know,
Oh,
I mean, it's just
Uh,
a
but
great.
I
It
haven't
really
tried
is
that.
such a.
So, so you use coconut juice to make the for the simmering of the
Yeah.
tinola, right?
Yes.
It's
And
not the
then
coconut milk, it's the coconut juice.
juice, the
To be
water,
clear,
the
the
juice,
clear
fresh
the
water.
water.
water, yeah,
Yeah.
coconut water. To be clear, yeah.
And
I'm
then
not sure if
you.
I would be able to save the coconut water if I would just drink it all.
I know it's very but it's so abundant sa Iloilo. It's like
Yeah, in
there's
yeah, if
coconut
it's
water
abundant, you would
There's
everywhere,
like,
coconut everywhere.
Yeah, so it's like, but here it's a high commodity, and I get it. It's
yeah, that's
it's
true. I'm gonna
it's
try that.
different. Oh, you want to see the
I haven't
monster?
eaten.
Yes. Oh,
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi.
Come here. Come here, honey. Come here, honey. He just got neutered yesterday,
oh,
so
so that's why he has the hat on.
he has the little
Oh, no
cone of
wonder.
shame. It's okay, honey. Yeah,
Cone of shame. I
a
haven't tried
little.
cooking binakol though. I need to try it. So, but
Oh,
I
he's
need to
so
have a
cute.
young coconut just to.
Okay, I'm not done yet, so.
Honey.
Nah, okay.
Uh,
So, yeah. Where
I
were we?
have to go now.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, because we're gonna be ready for lunch. So
Okay. So,
yeah,
quick lang like, what's coming up
Lunch.
soon,
Okay.
I
aside
know
from
it's lunch.
lunch?
Ano.
Okay.
What's coming up soon, aside from lunch?
What's
Soon. I actually have
from you?
a cooking class on Tuesday with Christopher Kimball's Milk Street.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the guy who was like the star of America's Test Kitchen. So that
Yeah.
was really cool.
Is that the
Um
plant-based cooking?
yeah, and then I have a couple of like private cooking demos until the end of May.
Awesome.
And then
That's
that's
nice.
it. Yeah.
Best of luck with
Oh,
that. Hope you get
congrats by the
full
way on
book.
your feature in Philippine Tatler.
I know that was crazy.
That was
Did you get your copy
crazy.
yet?
I don't have the what do you call that the
The hard
physical
copy?
thing.
Hard
I hope
copy.
someone else has it because it would be nice to have it.
Oh, anyone listening, can you send a hard copy to Yana and the two of us of the Philippine Tatler?
Yes, please.
We
I
have the
was like,
digital copy. Yes, please. Hard
I just
copy.
remember like
Send it to us.
like growing up, there was a Pinas. You see Tatler and you're like,
I
oh my
know, right?
god, all these
I know,
glamorous like
social. I, I
yeah.
I mean, I know what you mean. John took some photos for the Philippine Tatler before for Fashion Spread, and like, whoa, he gets a
Wow.
booking from this like Tatler, really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was big. So I'm like, yay.
You're
Yeah.
made in Asia.
Yeah.
Here's our puppy.
Oh, baby, a little greyhound.
Grover.
Whip it.
Oh, a whippet.
8 months.
Hi, honey.
It's like
Hi,
every time Ate
honey.
Alex comes by here, she gets smooched.
Oh. It's so cute.
Yeah, I get murdered.
Oh, oh, baby, such a cute baby.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was crying outside, so I was like, okay, you can join now.
kawawa bear.
So best of luck with the cooking
Anyway, you have a
lesson.
nice lunch.
Thank
Yes.
you, and
Thank you
you
very much
you
for
have a
joining us.
nice Friday night. Hey,
Have a nice lunch and hope to see you again. And let's do
yes,
some
let's do this
collab
again.
cooking like what
Let's
you're
do
doing with
a
May.
let's do a cooking cook along. I like doing the cook alongs.
I know
Yes.
the cook-alongs are fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
like we
that.
can just do it on Instagram, and it's
Yeah.
so easy. Yeah,
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that like a regional thingy. You're from Iloilo, I'm from Pampanga, she's from Tarlac, but I can do
yeah,
something.
yeah. We
You
could
two
just
can
Yeah.
show like the nice finished products, and I'll do for the all laps and failed products.
okay, okay,
Yeah, we can do that. Thank you, Yana. Have a nice lunch.
okay. Salamat. Ingat.
Happy
Paalam!
weekend. Bye.
Ingat! Happy weekend. Bye.
Mm. Okay, Chi, do you want to
So,
continue, or because
let's
you haven't
finish the
shared
last
your what's coming up?
what's coming up. What's
Mm.
coming up? I have
More
caterings,
vlogs.
yes, in between. But I'll be coming up with some pre-orders of Filipino food coming up soon, right after I'm done with my exams.
Yeah.
So I'll be posting the menu and then I'll just take pre-orders. And I still do take pre-orders of pork belly lechon, but I need
Mm.
3 days in advance to make it. So to source out the pork belly marinade and everything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so far that's it. But my catering is just on a not a back burner, but it's just silent. But if anybody wants to have a catered event, I'm available. And
Yeah.
my 10 years of uh, a decade of hiatus from the cafe business and Filipino food catering, not catering itself, but like Filipino food
Okay.
and cafe
Yeah.
biz itself. Coming to be a decade in August.
Cool.
So I'll have some surprises for some collaborations if I can put it in the bag. If it gets a yes from some of the people I talk to.
That's
I'm
awesome.
still talking
I'm
to some
looking
people
forward to
about
that.
you know,
Mm.
places and restos and people who I can collaborate with so
Yeah.
that to introduce Filipino food or help them introduce Filipino food, and then it's up to them how they want to go push through with it.
Yeah.
So I'm just here to really help or assist our
Yeah.
kababayans or the Filipino entrepreneurs out there to push forward more of the Filipino food.
Yeah.
Is there any
What?
similarity and difference between the Philippines' traditional foods with neighboring countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and so forth? Um, Filipino food originally, even before the Spain arrived in the
Mm.
Philippines, we the culture is Indo-Malay already.
Mm.
Like so, as far as I know, the food is more like the ethnic food from the Aitas and everything is based on whatever products are available in their environment.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the country, is Indo-Malay, which is, like I said, it's curry, coconut milk, and we have sultans,
Datus.
sultans raha, and everything, datus, and everything like that. Before the Spaniards came to the Philippines, that's how Philippines was. We have royalties, but more like our neighboring countries like Malaysia and Indonesia. As
Mm.
for Vietnam, I'm not sure how we are influenced with the food of Vietnam really, but as far as I know, we accepted refugees from Vietnam when they had the war during the 70s, and it came about the introduction of Vietnamese food to some parts of the Philippines.
Mm.
I hope I answer your question right, Paris. But as far as I know, that's
Yeah.
how that is based on my readings and the history that I know about Philippine food.
I think at Agnes answered to the question about what is the most popular traditional food in the Philippines. Pancit. I was actually
Yeah,
surprised.
pancit. Yeah, traditional.
When we have
It already. It
birthday,
really all
we always have
depends.
pancit.
It's pancit is more for me. Pancit more for me is like birthdays, like when
Yeah,
there's like celebration. It's
for
a
long life.
celebration thing. Or if you long life, but like regular everyday food is more like, oh, let's have pancit as a merienda. You
Yeah.
know. You're welcome, Paris. Thank you as well for your question. It's good to be able to share what we know.
Okay.
We'll try to be more effective and more accurate with our answers. But for me, that's based on what I have read so far, and I have read with the history and hearing from friends who are in the profession.
Mm. So yes, think we can
So, what
start closing.
about you, Achi? Anything in the future?
Well, future for me, well, it's kind of connected to what I'm doing now because with the COVID thing, I felt like I got back into cooking again, but also got back to my arts. Like I started, hi Milky, started gathering up my works from because I don't know, like whenever I went to an event, whether it was a conference or a course of something, I found myself
Yeah.
like doodling, like for work. For example, I got my doodles, so I gathered them up in a frame.
You've always been artistic and creative in that side.
So,
Sadly, I don't have that creativity.
so now what I'm doing is I've tried to go through all my doodles and I'm trying to somewhat see if there's a connection if I can maybe do amateur, I don't know, like
Compilation, yeah.
vision something. So
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
I'll check that opportunity out, but I'm also looking forward to um when it's safe to host events again. I would like to have the like open up an kind of like a dining club. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's good. That would be awesome. That's always been in the pipeline, but it's all about the safety. Hi, Milky.
Live on Facebook, yeah.
Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the tip.
Yeah.
I hope baby is sleeping.
Sophie. Yeah, she's really adorable. Oh my gosh.
Sophie,
Yeah. Well,
princess.
we'll
Yeah.
see how
So
these
yeah.
things go.
So that's a plan.
Yep, that's the plan for now. So,
Okay, that's a plan. So it's good that we have a few people joining us tonight and actually able to interact with us. Thank you, Joe, for some tips. We need to talk offline regarding the tips.
okay. Thank you, Paris. Thank you for the questions and the comments.
Thank you, Paris.
Let's see here. Oh, so Daddy is taking Sophie for a
Ah, so you have a quiet time, Milky. Good for you.
yeah, enjoy it. Probably.
Enjoy it. Go sneak out some rosé. Go check it out.
We won't tell. We won't tell.
We won't tell. Just half a glass. Just half a glass.
You can camouflage it in a cup.
Yeah.
Just say it's soft with bubbles.
Yeah. Soft with bubbles. A tinge of drop of soft.
It's like soft mixed with breeze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
So yeah,
I,
that's that.
hmm,
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us.
yeah. So let's go back to yeah. Thanks to Milky for joining us, Paris, Agnes,
Thanks,
Kai,
Paris.
Mikhail, Joe. Thanks for the tip. You're a moderator for next as well.
Thank you, Ryan, for coming in and joining us. Thank you,
And
Mommy. Thank you,
Tita
Ma. Thank you,
CJ, my mom,
CJ.
and my aunt. And
And
thanks,
Tita Mina. There's
yeah,
Mina and there's Willie.
Willie,
Thanks, everyone. And sino pa? Sino pa
Rhea,
hindi na natin
Christina,
nababanggit?
Christina, Rhea,
Christina
Tita
too.
CJ, and Chris
Thank you,
Husky.
everyone, for joining us. And I hope. And yung mga nakatago dyan, thank you, Kay. Yung mga hiding dyan that wasn't visible to us, thank you for
Yeah,
joining us and
yeah. I think
watching the stream, the live stream. Hope you
also
can
we
join
got
us
some
again next time.
likes.
Right,
Yeah, we also
Achi?
got likes from the Facebook, so I've got a lot of learning when it comes to this live stream, but I think we'll be able to record it as
Pardon
well.
us. We're new to this. We're new to streaming.
Yeah.
Kay, I have to consult you about this. We have to talk more.
Okay.
I need tips, Kay, Joe. So let's talk offline. Thank you,
Well,
Paris. Wishing everyone a fabulous, awesome Friday evening in Norway. Good morning to the other parts of the world. Good
California.
night to the other parts of the world. Yeah.
Pinas
And
yun.
and have a nice weekend. Have a nice Friday. Hopefully
Yep.
yours is sunny.
I hope that I click the save thing so that this
Sinave mo
was
ba?
on.
Ayan, pinapaalalahanan na tayo ni Milky. Sinave mo
Of
ba?
course. Yun ang tanong. We'll see later.
Sige, Achi. I-save mo. I-share mo sa akin para pareho natin i-post.
I hope that I saved it. If not, oops. Better luck
Sabi
next
nga
time.
nila,
But
maraming
anyways,
salamat
thank
po.
you very much, Ate, for joining me here. And it was really lovely that Yana could join us for a short
I
notice.
know.
So
Thank you for
I'm
asking me
looking
to
forward
join.
to the Instagram
It's a good
collab.
reunion.
Yeah.
It's a good reunion, even in online. So, until next time.
Thanks for the tech support, Milky.
Pag-end daw. Thanks, Milky!
Okay.
Nawala na si Jojo eh. Bye! Bye, everyone! Good night!
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.